In the top stories, union holds pay talks with Sandy Lane workers. Comedian Trevor Eastmond in desperate need of surgery, and two West Indies players accused of deserting the captain. Welcome to Nation News for Monday, December 21st, 2015. I'm Natasha Beckles. Workers of Sandy Lane Hotel have been meeting with the Barbados Workers Union to discuss contentious salary issues. The Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association and the BWU have agreed to an 8% wage increase over 3 years, but Sandy Lane has opted out of the arrangement. Speaking before the first of two meetings on Monday, workers said management told them they were already well paid and had a pension plan. However, the employees argued that Sandy Lane's contribution to the plan was minute, while BWU Deputy General Secretary Dwayne Paul said only a small number of workers were being paid above market rate. Life is no laughing matter for comedian Trevor Eastmond, who says an attempt to get double hip replacement surgery is being stalled by the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Mr. Eastmond told Nation News he has been battling pain since 2007 when he was injured in a house fire.
In 2007, when my house burned down, to escape getting burned to death, right, I made a jump over a paling, right? And instead of landing on something soft, like what it's supposed to be, like dirt, I land on concrete. And everything down inside there below my base snapped. You understand? But I went to the hospital at the time, and I got treatment for burns, I got treatment for all kind of things. But at the time, the doctors, Dr. Jones and Dr. Seal, Dr. Jones said that I need a hip replacement. But at the time, the hospital don't have what to do the hip replacement with. So they would put me on a waiting list. Now that was 8 years ago, 2007, you know.
The simplest of tasks are now so difficult for the 56-year-old St. Thomas resident, he even contemplated suicide. But with the help of friends, he has decided to fight.
The pain was so excruciating that I went to the part where I decided I was going done. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? Done it, literally done it. You understand? But talking to people like Richard Stout and Gabby, and I'd be talking to them on the phone, and David Commission. I decided I can fight with this.
Mr. Eastmond wants his records turned over so he can get surgery in Cuba. The Barbados Water Authority is expected to save about $150,000 annually at its Carlton St. James pumping station, which is now being powered by a photovoltaic system. BWA Chairman Dr. Atlee Brathwaite explained why the pumping station was chosen.
The Carlton site was chosen for its size, its population density, its economic importance, and its vulnerability to climate change impacts. The Carlton project is a combination of a pumping station and reservoir. The well produces 2,046 cubic meters of water per day, and the reservoir has a capacity of 9,500 cubic meters. This is one of 4 wells supplying the densely populated Ashton-Carlton Trench small and catchment on the west coast of Barbados. This area has an estimated resident population of over 10,300 persons. Additionally, the area hosts a number of businesses that cater to a significant tourist population. This is a key economic corridor for Barbados economy.
Project manager Joseph McGann of the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center outlined the major benefits.
One is that there is an immediate reduction in the cost of operation of this Carlton power plant, in that the renewable energy being provided by the PVs will cost zero over time, and therefore BWA will not have to pay the fuel bill that it usually pays to the light and power company. The second and possibly more important benefit is that it provides for a reduction in the greenhouse gas emissions of Barbados, which is in line with its INDC. That is a plan submitted to the UNFCCC earlier this year to reduce its greenhouse gas emissions. And we have to note that particular benefit in terms of climate change.
The 170 kilowatt system was officially handed over on Friday by Chairman Dr. Leonard Nurse. It cost almost $1 million. Member of Parliament for Christchurch West, Dr. Maria Agard, is now suing the Barbados Labour Party for damages in the wake of her expulsion last month. The suit, which names opposition leader Mia Motley and General Secretary Dr. Jerome Walcott as two defendants, is set to be heard in the Supreme Court on Wednesday. Meanwhile, members of the Christchurch West branch of the Barbados Labour Party have taken a hands-off approach to the matter of a new candidate, saying that will be decided at party headquarters. While hosting a Christmas party over the weekend, President Lisa Jagannath said they were focusing on retaining the seat. Hotels and restaurants should expect a more reliable natural gas supply this winter season. Word of this comes from Chairman of the National Petroleum Corporation, Noel Greenidge, during the company's recent Christmas luncheon and awards ceremony. Last Christmas, a number of establishments were unable to feed their guests due to a low natural gas supply, but Mr. Greenidge says the NPC has a plan in place.
The solution that we chose is the importation of liquefied natural gas in quantities which would augment our local supply. The plant is situated at BNOCL's gas processing plant in Woodlands and Phillip, and it is now being commissioned. And a steady supply has commenced to all natural gas dependents. We remain committed to our customers to give them great service at an affordable price. To ensure this, BNOCL has started this drilling program, and along with our scheduled capital investments, so I believe that the NPC will make many more customers happy in the new year.
In sports, former Australia captain Steve Waugh has accused senior players Marlon Samuels and Dinesh Ramdin of deserting West Indies captain Jason Holder. Neither shown in the first Test match, which West Indies lost by an innings and 212 runs. Waugh said there was no camaraderie and Holder does not seem to have the support of the senior players. He said if they did not raise their game, the next two tests would also end in 3 days. The second test starts on Boxing Day in Melbourne. And finally, a Salem, Oregon man who beheaded his mother's cat has been sentenced to more than 4 years in prison after pleading guilty to animal abuse and drug charges. Rudy Espinoza was arrested in June after neighbors called 911 and deputies found him scratched and covered in blood. Investigators got a search warrant to inspect his bedroom, and that led to the drug charges. Asked why he killed the cat, the man reportedly said it was because the cat was evil. And that's Nation News for Monday. For more news, log on to nationnews.com, as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Remember to pick up your Daily Nation on Tuesday or subscribe to our e-paper. Thank you so much for joining us.